What's up, world? It is Jason, and this is episode 3 of my complete music management reboot.
Jason
What's up, everyone? It is Jason Jani. Welcome here back to my channel. It's so good to have you here. Now, this is episode 3 of my music management for DJs kind of series on my YouTube channel. So welcome here. If you haven't seen episodes 1 or 2, you need to kind of check those out, because in those episodes I talk about how I'm flattening my music library and bringing everything into a single folder of music, how I've used apps to remove dead content or duplicate content. And just to kind of bring you up to speed, here I am now 5 days into this overall project that I just started, and I've been able to whittle my music library down from 145,000 plus songs down to now 59,600 and something songs, and I still have room to go. So where am I at now? Episode 3. I've removed all of my duplicates. I've been able to whittle my music library down a ton, and I've been able to remove a lot of dead files that didn't really make sense for me to carry with me on my work laptop. Now, I still have a lot of work to do, and I am now moving from the app kind of help and using all these apps to basically strip out content to now a more manual effort. And I'm doing this really for one reason, and that is so I don't remove content that I will be looking for in the future. There are apps that allow you to essentially pull out content that is not really used, but I'm not actually doing that at this point. I'm actually going through the top artists that are played at my events, at my parties, and when I'm out and about, and I'm removing the edits that just I never use, edits that are older, edits that don't make sense. Like an example would be like Bruno Mars. Now, I'm not going to really play Bruno Mars out in a club, but if I do, there's only a handful of edits that I probably would ever play. So I'm looking at my content, and a lot of the Bruno Mars edits that are dirty, I'm just pulling out of the library because I'm not going to play them at a private event. And if they're dirty and club worthy, I'm going to know which kind of edits belong in the crate. So this part of the process is what I think is the most time-consuming part of the process. I've spent the past 2 or 3 days doing this, and I've been able to subtract out roughly 10,000 songs, just kind of going through this process and attacking main artists like Pitbull, Bruno Mars, Beyonce, Jay-Z, Kanye West, Jackson 5, Earth, Wind, and Fire, things that are super popular at my private events, as well as things that I might play in the club world. Now, I'm going to continue on this stage of the overall music management process, and that is essentially going into my Serato, going into my complete music library, or my all files kind of segment of Serato, searching by artists and sorting everything in alphabetical order, and then manually going through and subtracting out songs that no longer, I guess, are needed. I do that by holding Shift, Command, it's Shift, Control, Option, Command, and Delete. So I hold all of those down, and actually in Serato, it's a kind of a cool hack, and it not only removes it from your actual music, but it takes that file and it dumps it into your trash bin. So I'm doing this manually, so it's taking me a little bit longer than expected, but I really want to be careful on what I'm removing and how many tracks I'm removing at this point, because I have stripped out so much content now. And I'm really just making sure that I have the best working copies of all of the music that I have. Now, when I'm also going through this, if I notice that there's an edit that's super popular, one that I really like using, I'm making sure that my tags are properly completed, whether it be the year, whether it be the genre, whether it be any notes. I'm color coding some things, so when I get to the next part of this, and that is reestablishing my crate builds, I will be a lot further than having to kind of restart and go through everything. Now, this is where I am today. I've removed a ton of music from my music library. If you haven't seen the episodes 1 and 2 where I share the apps that I'm using, Record Cloud, Crate Hackers, as well as some of the duplicate file cleaning apps, Gemini and duplicate file cleaner. These are the main things that I've used to get me to this point. Now I've kind of entered an area where I could use apps to help me out with this, but I think it's wiser for me at this point to do a lot of manual work. And my word of advice to anyone is just stay consistent and stay on it. Don't give up. It can be a little bit frustrating. It can be a little bit tedious, but there is light at the end of the tunnel as long as you do the work and you invest some time and energy into this process. It'll make you not only use your computer more efficiently and the resources within it, but it's going to make you a better DJ when you get to the performance part. And I can't wait to get into how I'm developing my crates and all things music management coming up in the episodes ahead of this little series. So if you have any questions, I'd like to answer any and all questions, and feel free to have at it in the comments down below. If I can share with you perspective, insight, or some of the tools that I'm using, if you haven't picked up on them yet, just ask away and I'll do my best to kind of hook you up and give you whatever plugs I can unwrap and unravel and get you guys into. If you have any questions, just let me know. I'm here to help however I possibly can. I appreciate you guys visiting this video as well as the other videos here on this channel. And much love to everybody. I look forward to seeing you in another music management video coming up really, really, really soon. Thanks for watching.